Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jennifer Bryan along with Alice Ryskamp, one of our phenomenal trainers here at Southeastern Guide Dogs. We are in our courtyard on our gorgeous campus on this gorgeous day, and Alice has a little treat for me. We're going to do something fun involving a blindfold soon here. But before we get started, I have to give a shout out to GTE Financial. They are our community sponsor for the upcoming walkathons, which are right around the corner. First one's March 4th, so we're excited. Lots of fundraisers are signing up and all that good stuff. So thank you, Mandy, over at GTE. We appreciate your support. And their support and all of our donors' support help you do what you do.
Absolutely.
And what are you putting me through today?
So we're going to do what we call a Juno Walk. So we do this with all of our applicants. We do it twice, actually, usually. So we do it at the home interview. So every one that applies, we send a trainer out to see them, see where the dog is going to be living, working, and get some more information about what the perfect dog looks like for them.
Okay.
And the base of that is basically what pace the person walks and what pace the dog walks. So each person has a natural walking pace and each dog has a natural walking pace, and the first thing we have to do is match that up best we can.
So you do have some dogs that are naturally faster and some that are slower.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's hard, you can't, if you want to walk really fast and I give you a slow dog, you're probably not going to be very happy.
I typically am a fast walker, but I won't be with this.
Yeah. So that's the first thing we look at. That kind of narrows down the pool of dogs that are a possibility for the applicant. So in order to get a good idea of that is what we call a Juno Walk, and the instructor is the dog.
Okay.
For the best dog you'll ever have. But all we're really looking for is a pace. So it's a good idea to kind of give the applicant a little bit of an idea of what's going to happen with a dog, some of the cues, but the main thing we're looking for is how fast they walk and how well they can track the harness handle. So our students come and stay for 3 weeks. And it's a skill that you have to learn. So the Juno Walks are sometimes nerve-wracking for people, and it's a little bit, they can get a little nervous. So we try to keep them relaxed and keep them fun. But, it's a lot of information for us.
Okay.
So we do them at the home interview, and then when they come to class, we do them again, just to make sure that what we saw in the home interview is the same thing we're seeing now. And we know the dogs really well. So by the time we're ready for class, we know what our dogs are walking, and we have a better idea, fresh in our memories of, okay, which dog do we really think is going to work for this person?
So before they even get here, you have dogs in mind for them because you've already walked with them.
Well, someone has. So we've read through their paperwork. So it may not have been me that, if I call a student into class, it may not have been me that walked with them. It may be one of the alumni advisors or another trainer. But we've read through their paperwork, and we do GPS speeds on all of our home interviews and our dogs. So we try to get a range. It's usually a little bit of a range because it's not a treadmill, so that way we can have an idea of what dog matches which student. And then once they get here, we can kind of narrow it down a little bit more based on what pull they like or how comfortable they are at different paces. So when we're done,
you can tell me what you would choose for me after we do this walk. Okay, we're going to do a walk, guys. All right, I'm going to put this on.
Yep.
You're in control.
Yep. I won't let anything happen to you, I
promise.
Thank
you. Okay. So
the dogs always work on the left side. So you're going to grab the rigid part of that handle. So this is called the grip here, where your hand holds onto it.
To the center, to the side, does it matter?
Whatever's comfortable for you.
Oh, okay, good.
And then you want your hand to kind of stay in line with the seam of your pants there. So it should be as if your thumb can reach out and touch the seam of your pants there.
Okay.
If the handle is too far out here, you might trip over the dog's feet, and it also gives them a lot more room to kind of move you around in perhaps the wrong direction.
Okay.
And then if your hand is too far back, now the dog doesn't have as much room to guide you.
Okay.
So you guys would find things at the same time. Okay. So this is kind of the perfect guide dog position.
Okay.
You should be back by the dog's hips if there were a dog here, and their head is out in front of you so that they find what they want to show you before you actually get to it.
Okay.
Okay?
Where are we going?
We're going to turn to the right and kind of follow the sidewalk around. So the main thing is just keep that hand there.
Okay.
If it bumps into you, that's me trying to tell you to go right. If it starts to come away from you, that's me trying to tell you to go left. And so, again, part of this is seeing how well you track the harness handle.
I'm probably going to do terrible. All right, let's go.
So my name's going to be Juno, hence the Juno Walk.
Okay.
And when you're ready, you can tell me forward.
Forward, Juno. Ooh.
And then I'm also just looking.
I'm falling over.
I'm also just looking for feedback, so you can tell me to walk faster or slower.
Okay. Right now, this is a good pace.
Okay. There's no wrong answer. So again, this is just getting feedback for which dog we would choose for you.
Okay.
And the dogs come at all paces.
Okay. I have no idea where I'm going right now. This is really weird.
And the dog's shoreline.
You're turning me, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay.
So you did really well there, tracking the
thank
harness
you.
handle and turning right with the dog.
I'm
The dog.
actually keeping my thumb right on the seam of my pants
Yep.
because it kind of helps.
The dog's shoreline the left side, which keeps you right in the middle.
Okay.
So away from that right side.
Okay.
So oftentimes when we do these, we'll walk in the grass just to kind of make sure that the person is staying on the sidewalk, and you know, sometimes putting 3 people wide on a sidewalk can be a little tricky.
Yes, I can see that.
So the dog here is going to slow down and stop.
Okay.
Yep, so this is also another good thing for us to look at. So in front of you is a curb. It's the road in front of admin on campus. Yep, so you would search out with that right foot.
Okay.
And you can feel the blended curb there.
I feel
And
a
you
little
would,
bit.
yep, there you
Okay.
go. And then you would praise your dog.
Good job,
Which I
Juno.
know feels silly
I
when
know.
you're talking to a person and not a dog, but we do try and get our students to practice that because praise is super important for the dog. So good dog, and the
Good
dog
job,
gets really
Juno.
happy.
Okay. Tail's wagging.
Yep.
Okay.
So from here we're going to turn right, so you can tell Juno right,
Juno, right.
and the
Oh,
dog's
that was
going
a real sharp right.
Yep.
Okay.
Like I said, best dog you'll ever have.
Yeah. Okay.
And then forward
Forward,
again.
Juno.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that was a very precise turn. Okay. I'm really putting a lot of trust in Juno right now.
Yeah. And then we're going to turn to our right again, so you feel that harness
Yep,
bump
I
into
feel-
you a little
yep,
bit.
Yep.
And we'll go back to where we started.
Oh, there's a little hill.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're back in the courtyard with the bricks.
Okay. Alice, you are a great Juno.
Thank you. All right, and then we're pretty much right back where we started.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and drop the harness handle, take your blindfold off.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Okay. That was really interesting. So what'd you learn about me just then?
So you were about a medium pace. You did a good, like I said, you did a good job tracking the handle,
Okay.
which is all important things. You had good praise. So yeah, those are kind of the things we look for in the Juno Walk.
How cool is that? That was fun. Okay. Very, very interesting. All right. So I'm a medium pace.
Yeah,
Okay. I was a little
under
I
blindfold.
was a little scared to go fast.
Yeah. So our paces, we have miles per hour set to them, but we go from slow to fast. So slow, medium minus, medium plus, and fast. And slow is around 2.0 miles an hour, and then fast is 4.0. So the range in between, and most of the students fall somewhere in between.
Okay.
The slows and fasts are kind of the outliers of the group.
All right. Well, that was fun. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you, Alice. That was very interesting. And thank you again, everybody watching, all of our sponsors, donors, GTE Financial. And have a great afternoon.